Yeah, story time. So, Sanctum League came out, right? And it was a really fun league, but I was like, the rewards aren't very rewarding because I got one of those jewels at the end, Balance of Terror, and I did it, and it was like 5C or something. And I'm like, I'm sick and tired of GGG making a league, putting in like 10 interesting uniques, and all of them being worthless except one. I think the one that was worth something in Sanctum League was like the staff, because 2 months in, someone made a build that could utilize it, or there was something that gave like inherent crit. I don't know. Anyway, I basically like I stopped picking up the jewels because I'm like, they're 3C. Why are they on my filter? And I spent 2 months of Sanctum playing until someone told me that the jewels have a mod on them that rolls, and it's kind of like a watcher's eye in that it could be anything. And the fact that you've been just leaving the jewels on the floor is the equivalent of leaving watcher's eyes on the floor. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm making up for it now. These were one divine each, un-ID'd. I didn't manage to get 50. I'm sure there's like a couple more on the market, but they're not responding. You know, tough shit. So what's this? If it's a 46, a 46, a 47 divine gamba. I'm putting that in the title. No, I'm gonna put in the title. Making up for Sanctum League, because apparently titles that have like some sort of story in them gets clicks, and if you clicked here and you aren't subscribed, do it, because this is the third time in my entire 8-year channel existence that I've told someone to subscribe. But I might start doing it more if it means more of you show up, and then that means more of you, god damn it, there's dinner up at Nana's house. Hello, come here, come here, come here. She's gone. We're having soup. I've just started recording. You reckon I could crack, uh, I'm gonna go have soup. That's the smart choice. I ate a little quicker than usual because I wanted to get this video done. Man, it's such a weird hairstyle. It doesn't look like this when I don't have headphones on. Yeah, video done. Gym, ID, identify. Uh, we talked about it, right? Balance of Terror. It basically rolls two mods that are to do with curses, and if you have or haven't recently inflicted those curses, then I'll just ID one and show you. So, this one's got Temp Chains, Action Speed, and Withered Despair. Both of those are worth money. Sorry. If I get two matching the same thing, it's worth money. If I get just I think Action Speed on its own is just worth money. One sec. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Okay, so I'd need two temp changes to be worth money. But Withered on its own is worth money. So Withered on its own is 8 div. Well, not Withered, but Despair on its own. Any Despair by itself is like 8 to 10 div. If I get two Despairs, it goes up in value, obviously. If I get two temp chains, it's money. If I get two something else, it's money. Basically, all I'm going to be doing is IDing and looking for two of the same thing or anything with Despair. I cleaned my room, and it stirred up so much dust, and now I'm a sneezy coffee boy. So yeah, 46 divs, and I've made 8 divs already. That means I have to make... Can you tell that I don't know my 7s and 8 times tables? If I hit 5 and a bit, if I hit 6 despairs, then we've made money. And if I hit 2 that are the same, then it's worth checking. So that's garbage, and that's money, and that's garbage, and that's garbage, and that's... I mean, that maybe they're good. We'll price them at the end. Well, I'll price them after I finish the video, and then you'll tell me in the comments that one of the ones that I rolled over was good. Basically, if I don't get 6 despairs on the right-hand side, I've lost money. That's garbage. Temp Chains and Feeble could be good. Temp Chains Frostbite, garbage. Frostbite, that's worth checking. Temp Chains and Feeble, Early Weak Conductivity, Flammability, that's worth checking. I'm just looking for anything with two of the same thing. Despair, that's good. We've half made our money back. Despair, that's good. We've nearly made our money back. Punishment, we'll check that one. Enfeeble Frostbite, Conductivity, Vulnerability, Temp Chains, Early Weak, Frostbite, Flam, Conductivity, yeah. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's two of the same thing, and that's good in my books. Despair, vulnerability. We need one more despair to break even on our costs. Ellie, weak and feeble. Punishment, frostbite. Vulnerability, flammability. Flammability, where? Punishment, flammability. Punishment, flammability. Temp chains, vulnerability. Enfeeble, flammability. Despair, Ellie, weak. Boom, we've made money! At least. Like half a divine, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna check one of these. One sec. Wow! One divine at least. Maybe, okay, maybe not. That's because the roll, that doesn't make much sense. One sec. Okay, these are worthless. Great. Oh, and I've been limited. I've made no money. I need one more despair to make money. Okay. Temp chains, temp chains. Well, there we go. 30 divs. Just like that. Min roll. Min roll, 30 divs. We've made 30 divs. I'm not complaining. Here we go. Despair, we've made 38 divs. Temp chains enfeeble. Temp chains flammability. Ellie weak punishment. Despair conductivity, we've made 46 divs. Ellie weak frostbite. Conductivity punishment. Vulnerability enfeeble. Vulnerability flammability. Frostbite vulnerability. Conductivity enfeeble. Enfeeble punishment. Vulnerability despair. 46 plus 8 is 54. Let me check this one enfeebles thing. One div. I don't think it's worth 10 div like this guy's got listed because it's been there for 5 days, but maybe 1 div. So all these garbage ones be 1 div. We've made 54 divs. We've made 62 divs. We've made 70 divs. This might be worth doing. This might be worth doing if I hadn't already bought out the entire market. So, do this next league. But only one of you. Because, assuming... I hit temp check. I was gonna say I didn't hit anything big, but I hit 30. Hit that, and then I hit despair 11 times. And if we use Mathemagic, if I use Mathemagic, I can't not. Okay, one second. Wait, does this break my game if I do this? No. Okay. Let me ask AI. If you have, there's 18 total mods, but 2 of them are despair. How do I calculate the odds of hitting 1 despair? If you have 2 red balls and 16 blue balls in a hat, and you can draw, imagine all the early, like, learning we did in high school and primary school or whatever the fuck you call them in other countries. Imagine all that early learning, all that like making maths into sentences. What, like, I'm sure it was to help us mentalize how to do maths, but really it's helped us figure out how to ask AI how to do maths. That's not good. If you put 2 red balls and 16 blue balls in a hat and you draw 2 balls, what are the odds of getting at least 1 red ball? The odds of getting any 2 mod is 1 in 17. The odds of getting despair 2 mod... Wait, that's 1 in 17. But where did the 1 in 153 come from? Man... It's fucking the problem with AI is it just doesn't give you the answer. It's giving me the how it got to the answer. I don't need the show you're working to calculate the probability of drawing at least 1 red ball from a hat. It's easier to calculate the probability of not drawing a red ball, i.e. drawing 2 blue balls and then subtracting that from 1. Here's how you can do it. The probability of drawing 2 blue balls. Just tell me the answer. It's still going. Okay. You know, I cared at one point, but now I don't. Let's calculate these. The number of ways to draw a blue ball from the red ball simply means 1 minus the probability of drawing... I don't care! Just tell me! I'm in a loop. It's still going. That's what you say when you're like when your friend asks you like how long's this Slippery Jim video going for? You're like you just like it's still going. 21%, 1 in 5. That a 1 in 5 to get a despair? That didn't even make any sense. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. If there's 18 modifiers, it should be a 1 in 7. Why did I even do the maths? Ah, well, it'd be like a 1 in 8 the first time, and then a 1 in 7 this next time. But that's only if you already hit despair, and if you already hit despair, then that's a success. So it should just be like a 1 in 6.5. And I just use guesstimation to get through life. How is it a 1 in 5? And then Gog's gonna slide into my DMs and be like, statistics, and then explain it. And I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to know the maths. That's why I failed it. Yeah. So, Jim does a stupid gamble to make up for the fact of all the money he lost in Sanctum League, and Jim does a stupid gamble, and then he somehow makes money, and then does another stupid gamble the next day, rinse and repeat until I run out of money, and it's gonna take a while because some other gambler who's addicted to gambling rocked up to my house and bought one of my angler plate rings for 500 div. So either it's going to take a long time, or we do one really big gamble. I know which one I'm going to do.